Isang malaking awesome. And yan na nga, nagpakita tayo ng signal dito na ayan, nawala, nabate. So, ngayon pag-usapan natin yung major newses na nakikita ko in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then also, we'll be talking about macro news. Then also, we'll talk about the 1 week and, of course, the 1 day time frame. So, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-like or share, subscribe, ako nga pala si Oso Bear. I've been here since 2017. I've been trying to share you guys my wins and losses dito sa cryptocurrency since 2021 sa mga YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok at kung saan pa man nyo ako makikita. So, ngayon, pag-usapan muna natin yung 1 week time frame. So, pag pumunta tayo sa 1 week time frame, ang makikita natin is it's like trying to form a fair value gap. So, ang gusto ng market natin is to close on a indecision. So, alam niyo naman na bumili tayo ng 81,900. Tinrade lang natin yung Fibonacci natin. Hindi man siya pumasok sa 80. Ang kinatatakot ko lang is since hindi siya pumasok doon, what will happen is we'll get rejected on this one. Pero syempre, idadissect natin yan. Titignan natin kung yan ba talaga ang totoong mangyayari since meron tayo fair value gap dito sa 1 week. Tapos ang gusto natin mangyari is baka mag-retrace and can retrace a little bit lower than 80,000 to scare off the retail for a last shake off, which is yun din yung sinabi ko sa inyo last week dito sa YouTube and also dito sa Discord. I'm not gonna be so complacent about the buys, pero kung just in case, yun nga, tulad ng sinabi natin, since hindi natin hawak yung institutional play or yung smart money, what we can do is just trade their behavior. So, maganda naman yung pasok natin and we're profiting $50 from a $500 $500 na buy-in sa 81,900. Nung nandito na tayo sa may nag-88 tayo. So, yan. Ngayon, kung bababa tayo sa 1 week, okay, nagiging medyo sell the news yung nangyayari. Okay? Ina-anticipate nila na magiging negative yung magiging news natin. Pero, ito yung point ko dyan. Tingin ko hindi dahil doon, kundi dahil doon sa Asian and of course London, no? Nung kahapon or mga kamakailan, ilang araw na nakakalipas, these markets are trying to increase the sell pressure in the market. So it attracts a lot of short people, yung mga nagsishort na tao, hindi short people. So yung mga taong nagsishort. So ayan, kita natin Asian, tapos London. Okay, so ang nakita natin dito is, okay, we are now crossing and also kanina nagpapakita tapos biglang nawawala. Okay, so why are we seeing 3 candles or 3 candle patterns here that are probably or could be, okay, 3 soldiers na pwedeng bumasag dito. Okay, so paano mo masasabi, Sir Oso, na dito sa level na to, it could go past through the 90K? Okay, so ito muna, titingnan natin. So, meron tayong 1 hour, meron tayong 15 minutes, and meron din tayong 5 minutes. So, itong model na to is, ginagaya ko lang from this model, which is yung market maker sell model. Pwede rin naman market makers buy model. Okay, so we're thinking that it is a buy model, pero it really needs to confirm in 1 hour time frame. Okay. So, paano mo masasabi, Sir Oso, na kung seller market to, sabi natin, or sell model to, or buy model to? Okay. So, kung sa 1 hour, okay, kailangan natin mag-close above, okay, dito sa level na to. Okay. So, meron tayong harang dito, which is kita din siya sa VWAP natin, or STW VWAP natin. Ngayon, nasasakal tayo dito sa level na to. Pero it is very dangerous for the short. Why? They can be squeezed on this level. Okay, bakit? Kasi they can be hunted dito sa level na to. Okay, SL tsaka biglang mag-short talaga ng todo. Okay, or pwedeng baliktad. Itinigger lang yung mga nagbabay. Okay, yung mga naglulong. Tsaka tayo babagsak. Why? Because there's fair value gap. So ngayon, ito naman yung isa pang tinitingnan. It is everybody's game. Okay, that's why I don't think that this is very should be approached with a aggressive trade, no? Why? It's because of this news, no? So meron tayong heavy impact to most critical impact na tinatawag, which is yung PPI month to month, and meron din tayong retail sales month to month. Tapos meron din tayo yung sa EU, pero hindi na natin pag-uusapan kasi masyadong mahaba yung topic. Okay, so ngayon ang nakikita ko, okay, with our PPI MOM SEP, meron tayong negative 0.1%, which is core. In other words, the producer price index fell. How I perceive it is, tama, bagsak siya. Okay, it fell. But in other words, so sa mas madaling salita, sa fundamental analysis, okay, this is signaling a easing inflationary pressures. Okay, then sa retail sales MOM natin, meron tayo positive 0.6 ata yun. Tapat natin. Okay. Nasa New York time tayo ha. Hindi na tayo California time. Ang gagawin natin, susundin natin yung New York time kasi nandun yung play natin ngayon. Okay. So, yung consumer spending natin is malakas pa din. Yan yung sasabihin ko sa inyo guys. May pera pa rin. Yun yung kumbaga sa other words or sa Tagalog, okay, kung ipapalayman's natin to, sobrang lakas pa rin. Yun yung masasabi ko. And it shows that the US economy is resilient. Nevertheless, whatever the market is saying. Okay, so yung Bitcoin price natin at the 87 right now, 87K. Yes, there is indeed a resistance at 89. Ito 89. Bigla tayong bumagsak. So we face a resistance in there. Hindi tayo magsisinungaling dyan. Nakikita naman yan. So, but it is already showing a upward momentum. We cannot just deny yung 1 hour time frame natin na kung titignan na natin, okay, yan. Hindi mo pwede i-deny to na meron tayong upward move. So, sa 1 hour time frame natin, bullish siya, no? So, ngayon, hindi pa rin naman basag yung ating tinatawag na local low. Okay, so may previous low tayo, may local low tayo. So, how do you see that this is going to be a market seller? Okay, so you have to just be very careful, no? So, hindi porket nandito yung break level natin, pag pumasok dyan, babagsak na agad. Hindi. We have to be really careful kasi this is fundamental play. Okay, so yung mga tao, they can just like sweep you, tapos tsaka ipipivot papuntang taas. So, manipulation, pwede mangyari yun, which is part yun ng ng structure na pinakita ko kanina. Pwede siya mangyari. Okay, manipulation or accumulation, tapos manipulation, tapos tsaka tayo pivot. Biglang aangat, babasagin yung 90K. Same thing naman din sa other side, which is pwedeng salukin lang tayo dito. Manipulation, susundutin niya ng konti, para makabawi tayo sa 89 tapos biglang babagsak ng todo, which is to retrace this level, which is meron tayong fair value gap din dito. Yun yung isang question dyan. So could it go lower? Yes, it could go lower pag ni-revisit natin itong level na to, but we just have to focus first dito muna sa ating recent low. We cannot just like keep on predicting if meron tayong mga major news katulad yan, tapos mayroon tayo pang mga ibang level sa to, kailangan nating hindi dapat ini-invalidate. Okay, so sa VWAP natin, okay, nag-expand na siya, di ba? So ngayon, trying to expand again, okay, and this is going to signal that there will be a lot of money flooding into the market. Okay, since this not Binance, Bybit perpetual contract, okay, this is just like taking into account yung sa Bybit. Okay, so ito yung problema natin. Okay, I want to see the price to really close above in 1 hour dito sa itaas. Okay, so sabihin natin mga 7:30, 8:30, sabihin natin, okay, but if sabihin natin kapalan natin ng konti, let's be lenient. Okay, 7:30 na 9:30 na sa New York. Okay, pwede nyo na may type New York, sabihin natin. Ba't kasi kulay itim to? Gawin natin white. Yan. So, gawin natin, yan, white. So, pag 7:30 na, 9:30 na, okay, nandito pa rin. We keep on getting rejected. Okay, and we have a lot of sideways here. Sabihin natin. Okay. Tapos, yan na, 10 na, wala pa din. Expect that this will go down. I want the price to close above here ng 88,300. Okay, before or on or before ng 9:30. Okay, pag hindi, okay, we're talking about New York time, Pag hindi, we'll face a lot of downward move. Okay, until ma-reach natin to, tsaka tayo ulit magkaroon ng decision making. So, dito naputol yung VWAP natin, dito naputol yung VWAP natin. So, it is telling us that this is a volume that we need to watch out for. Okay, it means we can redecide again if it will continue further down or it will just a manipulation tsaka tayo papasok sa taas. Okay, but oftentimes, okay, what we need to do is to just focus on 15 minutes. Kung gusto nyo trade din to, scalpin nyo, pwede naman. Okay, but you need to watch out for this level. So, di ba, 85,500, meron tayong level ng 88,300. Okay, so 88,300, 85,500. So, yun lang ang babantayan natin levels. Pero you don't wanna just keep on trading it pag pumasok doon, no? So, pwede nga tayo ma-manipulate. So, what you want is, sabihin natin, kung nandito ang manipulation level, pagpalagay na lang natin, kunyari. Okay? You don't wanna just like set your long there, kasi mamaya, hindi, di ba? So, sabihin natin, mag-close nga. Tama ako, mag-close nga. Tapos, pero, ang hindi mangyari is biglang bumagsak. Okay? So, seryoso, sabi mo, pag nag-close sa taas ng 1 hour time frame, tapos 7:30 to 9:30, nandun sa loob, aangat na siya. Kaya ako nag-long. So, pwedeng hindi mangyari yun. Kasi yun yung sinasabi ng manipulation. Pwede susundutin lang, tapos tsaka tayo babagsak. So, you wanna trade, okay, on a confirmation. Sabi natin, okay, umangat, di ba? And you trade. Saan ka mag-trade? Di ba? Do you wanna trade here? Do you wanna trade here? Or do you wanna trade when it comes back above this previous level? Di ba dito? Dapat. Okay, so ang magiging play mo dyan is dapat ganito. Dito ka. Okay? Then you play against the previous the previous support. Okay, so support siya, below the support, then you play here. Not here or not here. Okay? Here. Okay? Higher. Okay? So why? It's because it's also forming a head and shoulder kung tutusin. Okay, so what we wanna do is to see a move like that, tapos tsaka natin masasabi na gusto nating abutin tong order block. So for Ethereum, it's also doing the same thing. So kita nyo naman, pares sa pares lang din, but we have to really get, ito lang medyo iba dito, kailangan natin masuportahan dito, kundi babagsak pa to hanggang 2,400 or 2,500. But we need to watch out for this level first. But as you can see, there's a lot of consolidation move. We can say that this is a bullish order block. Then probably we're just like trying to retrace the fair value gap here on a higher time frame. Tsaka tayo talaga aangat. But yan, nakikita natin, yung 3,000 natin nakakaumay. Okay, it's getting rejected on that level. So pagpasok pa lang ng 2,900, may nagbenta na agad, and we were expecting na 2,99999. Sana hindi tayo na trigger. Ang nangyari is 2,984 pa lang bumagsak na tayo. So guys, ito yung nakikita ko. Okay, so with the Fed policy natin or expectations, okay, you just have to really be careful. With inflation cooling down, sabihin natin, and yung spending natin is very strong, the market can lean towards December rate cuts, of course. But the question is, bullish ba talaga yung rate cuts? Or mas magandang wag na lang sila magsalita? So for me, wag na lang sila magsalita. Diba? Pero hindi pwedeng ganun. Kung hindi porket gusto mo, yan yung nasusunod. So we're just assessing here. And we always pray na sana before the action happens, we will be able to pivot kung kailangan natin mag-pivot. Okay? So ako bumili lang naman ako sa 81,900 because I saw a bounce opportunity and we will be able to bounce, which it did. Naka 89,000 tayo. So from 81 to 89,000, that's 9,000 difference, or probably 8,000 difference. Okay, so the question is, what about the dollar weakness? Yes, of course, there is a softer or soft landing na nangyayari, pero there is also siphoning of money. I've been telling you this, guys, like most of my lives. Okay, now with this soft inflation data pressures natin sa dollar, okay, yung weaker dollar natin always correlates doon sa Bitcoin strength. You know this, and you should know this because this is fundamental analysis basics 101. as investors, you need to seek a non-fiat hedge. Now, since we're talking about non-fiat hedge, okay, yung volatility risk natin, of course, will be strong in this coming hours. Okay, learn to change your trading view into New York session. Okay, New York Times, I mean, not session. Okay, yung volatility natin ngayon kasi nakabantay talaga sa fundamentals. Okay, hindi sa mga haka-haka or hindi sa mga 4-year cycle natin, guys. Okay, hindi sa mga numbers na paulit-ulit, kundi doon sa numbers na talagang nangyayari at yung parating. Okay, so what we need to watch out next. Okay, so yung Fed rate cut natin, probabilities natin currently is 70% for December, which is could be a key driver for Bitcoin's trajectory, mainly the volatility for Bitcoin. We want volatility in Bitcoin. That's the thing. Okay, we cannot just like lie about it. Okay, it's true. We really need it. Why? It's because it is the ano ba naman tong mga ads na to? It is the reason why it is crypto. Okay? Ganun lang kadali yun. So, jobless claims naman natin for tomorrow. Okay? Labor market data is also one thing that we need to watch out. But it will add another layer of Fed decision making, and Bitcoin is expected to have a reaction to it. Okay, alam niyo dapat yon, guys. Okay, so ngayon ang institutional demand natin is keep on growing because okay, Bitcoin is now moving towards to the fundamental side instead of technical side and instead of pattern side. Okay, so growing custody solution and regulatory clarity are fueling the Bitcoin's role as a hedge. So yun yung sinasabi ko kanina. Okay, if that's gonna be the topic, okay, you cannot put Bitcoin as a hedge or parang pwede natin tong gawing legal. Okay, in legal aspect, hedge. Tapos, may sasabi ko kay IRS or kay Fed, ito yung ginawa ko sa pera ko. You cannot do that if Bitcoin is not yet ready to be part of the hedge. Gets nyo? So, I hope that should be like super bite-size explanation sa inyo. Kung ba't I really think we are moving towards to institutional play, rather retail play sa Bitcoin, and we've been doing this for almost 2 years already. But kumbaga yung obvious talaga na nangyayari ngayon, 'di ba? Kung makikita nyo, bumagsak sabi natin bumaba tayo sa 1 day, 'di ba? Makikita natin kahit yan lang. Okay, dito, mula dito. Ito, we don't see this on a bullish uptrend, no? So kahit sabihin natin okay sa market structure, this is a reset, and you said that also, sir. Also, yeah, this is true because that is also a kumbaga textbook chart pattern ng institution yon. That's true. Pero to see that in a unexpected 4-year cycle na sinasabi nyo, dito pa lang mali na tayo. Okay, dito pa lang mali na tayo. Dapat dito pa lang umangat na tayo. Okay, even sila yung mga analysts na malalaki, they were really expecting that the market will be pumping by July. Pero hindi. Okay, now ifo-forefront natin yung bearishness kasi nandun tayo sa loob ng 4-year cycle na dapat nagpa-pump tayo pero hindi. So, yun, dapat dun pa lang kita niya na invalidated na talaga siya. Kahit dito pa lang, invalidated na siya. Dapat dito pa lang bumagsak na rin tayo. And kumpiyansado ako na dapat bumagsak na tayo dito pa lang sa 87, pero hindi. Kaya malakas yung naging kumpiyansa ko na mag-hold to. Nevertheless, kahit naging low, okay, nung April 2025, okay, then I made you guys to buy this level because it is showing strength. Okay, we cannot lie about that. And now, I'm seeing the same thing. Not because of the pattern, but because of the liquidity and also real data na talagang bullish ang Bitcoin as of the moment. Okay, there will be a lot of updates dito sa Meraki, guys, or dito sa Oso the Chismoso. So please, okay, please do like and share, subscribe. Sumali kayo sa Discord natin. And if you want a lot of referrals sa TradingView, meron silang 3 days flash sale. So, check nyo na lang yung link natin down below para makita nyo yung Discord link natin tapos makita nyo yung mga referrals natin. Okay? So, thank you so much guys and have a great day and have a great night. Chismis lang lahat ng yon. Kailangan nyo pa rin aralin, planuhin at kilusan. Nang sa gayon, ang lahat ng to ay ating makamtan. At syempre, stay awesome. Goodbye guys.